Should a new covenant believer observe Havdalah and go deeper into the good traditions and ordinances of the Talmud? The word good is surrounded by quotation marks for some reason.
We have a wonderful Father, and He's known as God of Shalom and God of Shabbat. Our Shabbats aren't restricted by Saturdays. He told us to celebrate Shabbats at any time. We're trying not to leave His presence even during the time when we are either working or studying. We're trying to be in His presence, focusing on Him when needed. Regarding rituals, I think there are good rituals which help us enter into God's presence, and they shouldn't be in excess. Regarding Havdalah, this is a ritual of closing the Shabbat which separates Saturday from other days of the week. This is not our practice. As I've mentioned earlier, our Shabbat doesn't end when Saturday ends.
Nevertheless, there are many beautiful and interesting traditions, such as the welcoming of the Shabbat, that are not directly prescribed by the Scripture. But these traditions truly, as you have said, help us to separate Shabbat from other days, and it's easier to enter Shabbat. However, should we do so? Is it worth using Havdalah, for example, as one of these rituals, or is this approach too detailed already, too in-depth? And perhaps there are some interesting traditions that can also be used. Maybe not regarding Shabbat, but in something else.
Well, there are a number of traditions. If we talk about Havdalah, then there's a whole set of rituals, which, let's say, are just an esoteric nature, which will prevent us from focusing on God rather than helping. Therefore, it's important for us to choose something that really contributes to the revealing of His presence in this place, the use of which helps us create the right atmosphere. Both the lighting of Shabbat candles and Kiddush are helpful. And the set of dishes that's associated with Havdalah, with the end of Shabbat, is difficult to explain and doesn't focus in any way on God. We use a lot of different festive rituals. For example, we build a booth and celebrate Sukkot. And on other holidays, we use some, say, rituals, only those that can help, say, a Messianic believer to get closer to God.